Hi everyone, I'm Adrienne Everheart, and today I'm going to talk about how to get a guy to chase you after the first date. I want you to have an amazing first date with him where he wants to pursue and chase you and hopefully keep dating you and build that commitment you're longing for. Okay, first things first, I want your first date to be effortless. I really encourage just meeting for a quick cup of coffee, practice your tools, and get to know each other better. Prior to the first date, I always recommend having a quick phone call with the man. Most men will just want to text and text, but it doesn't hurt to say, oh, all this texting's been fun. A phone call would feel really nice. What do you think? Go ahead and have a quick phone call with him. Make sure he can really put sentences together and it's not Siri doing it for him. Now, I want you to show up and be relaxed, and that means being well practiced. One of the reasons I want you to quantum date is that you get to practice all of your tools, leaning back, being in your feminine energy, really get him. All the tools I teach you in the Unzip collection, as well as my ebook, 500 Ways to Talk to a Man. I have so many tools in there that teach you how to practice on a man. So when you are well practiced, you are confident, you're in your feminine energy, you can show up in a very relaxed vibe and practice those tools on him too. One of the things you can do is while you're at the table with him or bar or wherever you may be, is to lean back. Lean back in your chair, have your head slightly tilted in a receiving way, and just relax your body, allow your muscles, your abdomen, all through your hips to just relax. It also helps to wiggle your butt into the back of your seat. And if you find yourself putting your elbows on the table and propping yourself up and leaning forward, keep your elbows off the table. Just leaning back and being in your soft feminine energy will really inspire a man to pursue you. He'll feel that space and instinctively want to move closer to you. Try it and see. I don't want you to have any agenda on the first date. He may be incredibly good looking, show up in a crisp suit and driving a BMW when he shows up, but I don't want you to have any big agenda or outcome for him. If your brain gets ahead of you with that, I want you to just laugh and giggle at it and say, I'm here just to have coffee. I'm here just to have a nice, pleasant conversation and see where things go. Just find yourself, catch yourself if you're thinking too far ahead about that man. No long stories. Please don't go on and on and on about stories about your ex or on and on about stories about your life. Don't use words that sound like you're in a therapy setting. Just have a relaxed, easy time with him and no long stories. Let this man be curious about getting to know you. So when he asks you a question and you can just use a feeling statement, let him know what you're feeling in your body without going into some long story. That man will be curious about you, and curiosity is what strengthens attraction. This goes double for sharing any bad childhood stories or family issues you may be having right now. Really, this first date is just going to be light and playful, where you're just going to get to know each other a little bit in the beginning. This is part of the slow burn, which is just taking it slowly and not diving in all at once. Don't try to impress him with big words and your amazing vocabulary. You're a smart, educated, powerful, dynamite woman, and let it shine from within. You have nothing to prove to him by impressing him with a vocabulary or work accomplishments. Instead, use this first date just to get to know him, and again, come from a place of warmth and within your feminine body. Try connecting with him from there first. Listen more than you talk. I know this is tough. I'm a girl. I like to talk too. But I want you to really try and nod and listen. Look him right in the eyes and just nod and listen to him. And really make sure you're hearing him, not figuring out what you're going to say next. Now, one of the tools I teach you in the ABCs to get him back and in 500 Ways, and of course the Unzip collection, is really get him. And that's where you hear what's going on emotionally with the man and you say, wow, that must have felt so interesting, or wow, that must have felt so exciting to you. You really get him. It lets him know that you're listening. You're not just planning what you're going to say to him next. If he comes to you with a list of problems and he's treating the date like a therapy session, I want you to remember, Don't fix him. Don't make suggestions. Don't offer to help him. You can nod and listen, and if you get bored, you can let him know. If you're in that sort of situation where a guy's going on and on about himself, sometimes that means he really likes you and he's just super nervous, or he wants you to know everything about him because he really likes you. So nod and listen, hang out there, keep the date short though, let him know in advance. I have about 20 minutes to meet for coffee on Saturday. What do you think? That way you're not trapped in a long dinner or a long movie with a guy you have no interest in. So in closing, on your first date, just share what's upbeat, do more listening than talking, and come from a place of your heart and warmth. Don't go into deep issues where you're trying to solve things or fix things or bring up old emotional wounds. I mean, we never know how being vulnerable on a first date, how it might trigger us or what we might feel. But remember, this is just your opportunity to practice some tools on him, get to know him, laugh, have a good time. I hope this video has been helpful. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and I love to hear your comments in the comment section. As always, it's my honor to be part of your relationship life, and I'm sending you much love today and always. Mwah. Bye-bye.